It is also important to face the voice of your mind and body. If you want to avoid the crowds, it is a privilege for adults to enter the hot springs alone. It is also recommended for those who want to go on a trip with friends but find it difficult to invite them. One adult hot spring trip. Kanawha Hot Springs, Myoban Hot Springs, Kankaiji Hot Springs, Kamigawa Hot Springs, Shibaishi Hot Springs, Hata Hot Springs, and Hamawaki Hot Springs are collectively called Beppu Hato. The amount of spring water is the largest in Japan, about 95,728 liters per day. There are about 2,850 springs, and steam rises all over the city. There are about 170 public saunas and about 1,000 inns. In addition, the existing 11 hot springs are classified into 10 types, excluding radioactive hot springs. Abundant hot springs are said to have flowed from Aso to Shimabara and Beppu due to faults caused by volcanic activity. The symbol of this is Beppu Jigoku Meguri. The red, blood pond Jigoku, the blue, Umi Jigoku, the white, Shirike Jigoku, the tornado Jigoku, where geysers erupt violently, and the Kiyama Jigoku, also known as crocodile Jigoku. 9 hells that have been boiling for over 1,000 years. Walking around Beppu, you will be overwhelmed by the power of nature. A strong sulfur smell drifts from the steam that covers the area. At the base of the waterfall, there are 7 wooden pipes that make sounds, and the hot water shines blue-green. In the wonderful vision, you can almost hear the kusatsu bushi, kusatsu yo toko ichido come. The appearance of Yubatake is kusatsu worthy of the title of World's Famous Hot Spring, and Japan's 3 famous hot springs. Kusatsu's unique bathing experience, temporary bath. After the water cools down, stir it with a large wooden board kusatsubushi and take a bath for 3 minutes according to the instructions of the bathmaster. It is a bathing method in which you are directly immersed in hot water from the source. You can see the famous Yumomi at the public bath, Netsu no Yu. Springs, valleys and literature. The beauty of the Shiobara Valley praised by Koyo Ozaki has mountains, rocks, and waterfalls. There are more than 70 large and small flowers and trees that color the 4 seasons. Shiobara Juichiyu spreads along the valley where you can enjoy waterfalls, clear streams, unique suspension bridges such as Momijidani Otishirabashi, the longest suspension bridge in Japan, and pedestrian promenade. Shiobara Onsen is a stylish and rustic hot spring town with green, milky white, black hot springs, secret hot springs, and famous hot springs. In addition to autumn leaves, Shiobara Onsen has attracted many writers and artists such as Soseki Natsumi and Mokichi Saito. The temple, which boasts a history of 800 years, is a famous spot called the Forest of Literature, with many literary monuments, and you can see and feel the charm. The name, Atami, is said to have originated from the fact that hot springs gushed out from the bottom of the sea and the sea was so hot that fish could be cooked. Known for Koyo Ozaki's unfinished masterpiece, Kanjiki Yasha, Atami is a hot spring resort with a history of over 1,500 years. In the past, Tokugawa Ieyasu and the 8th shogun Tokugawa Yoshimune used it as a purveyor. In Atami, the movement of returning to the origin is spreading. It's fun to savor the famous hot spring steamed buns while remembering the time stamped on them. Soothe your tired body with salt water. You can still enjoy the beautiful night view. Hoshi Onsen Chojukan is a protected hot spring located in the mountains of Yoshinetsu Kogen National Park, and is one of the ryokan registered as a registered tangible cultural property of Japan. Surrounded by nature, you can enjoy a relaxing stay in a tasteful wooden building that retains vestiges of the Meiji era. Rokumaken-style wooden bathtubs are rare even in Japan. In addition to the women-only mixed bath, Hoshi no Yu, there is also a large public bath for men and women, Tama no Yu, and a large public bath for women, Choju no Yu. You can also enjoy Keizeki cuisine that incorporates seasonal flavors mainly from Gunma Prefecture, such as koshihikari rice from Uonuma, charcoal grilled rice, Joshua Kaji beef and Haruna pork made by contracted farmers. and spread. 2. The theory that the Yakushi Nyorai appeared when the monk Gyoki cured a wanderer with Hansen's disease at a hot spring in Yugawara. 3. The theory that when Kobo Daishi washed his feet in the waterfall, the water turned into hot water. During the Edo period, it prospered as a hot spring resort, and at the end of the Edo period, it was counted as one of the komusubi of the East. Yugawara is also known as the stage of Yoritomo's secret story and the 2.26 incident, and has been loved by many writers and painters, including Soseki Natsumi and Tosin Shimazaki. The view of Sagami Bay overlooking from Yugawara Barin is wonderful. About 30 minutes from downtown Kobe, this is a hot spring area with the oldest famous hot springs in Japan. The hot spring town surrounded by nature in Roko is called Kansai no Okuzashiki, because of its narrow slopes and elegant atmosphere. It is counted as one of Japan's 3 oldest hot springs, and is a hot spring rich in 7 elements. In Furuyu, which appears in the Nihonshoki, the foundation was laid by the monk Gyoki who built the hot spring temple, and the monk Ninsai opened the 12 Shukubo. Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who loved Arima and visited Arima many times with Nene, embarked on a large-scale restoration work, and at the end of the Edo period, it flourished so much that it was called Arima Senkan. The dark brown Kinsen, and colorless transparent Jinsen, protected Arima and overcame many crises such as floods, large fires, and earthquakes. It is also good to know the history of the rise and fall of hot springs that has not changed since ancient times. Gora Onsen is the terminus of the Hakone-Tosen Railway and the starting point of the cable car. The town was originally developed as a luxury villa area that also served as a summer resort during the Taisho period. Even now, old-fashioned buildings such as Western-style houses and hotels stand side by side, and elegant dormitories and villas stand side by side on the hillsides. There is a theory that the origin of the rare name, Gora, is that it consists of large, rugged stones, and another theory is that it resembles the shell of a turtle surrounded by deep mountains. In June 2003, the new Annette Plaza was opened, where doctors who are familiar with hot water therapy are stationed and receive consultations. Following the example of European sanatoriums, we have begun to challenge ourselves to create new hot springs. Established itself as one of the leading hot spring resorts in the Kanto region due to its convenient transportation. The surrounding area extends upstream of the Kinagawa River, which is called Nikko National Park, and many tourists visit every year to see the beauty of the valley. Between Kinagawa Onsen Station and Kinagawa Kone Station, on both sides of the Kinagawa River about 2 kilometers away, there are large hotels and hot spring inns. Kinagawa Line Kudari is a must-see for Kinagawa sightseeing. While gazing at strangely shaped rocks and cliffs, the greenery and autumn foliage along the stream are spectacular. With the hospitality of the boatmen, you can enjoy a thrilling 40-minute cruise through rapids and splashes. It is considered to be one of the Hanamaki Minami Onsen located along the Toyosawa River in the western part of Hanamaki City. When you enter a deserted inn called Fujisan Ryokan, you will find hot springs that are said to have opened about 600 years ago. When Mr. Fuji, the ancestor of the host, was working as a lumberjack at the foot of Mount Iwas Katsura tree after that, my family came to use it as a natural hot spring of Hakuen no Yu, commonly known as Katsura no Yu. Today, it is used not only for sightseeing, but also as a hot spring resort with a self-catering corner. Writer Torihiko Tamaya stayed at this famous hot spring, which became the setting for the novel, Silver Shinju. Kenji Miyazawa's fairy tale, Nametokoyama no Kuma, described it as a hot spring that cures abdominal pain and heals wounds. The hot spring village is written as Kyo, because it is located in the valley along the Toyosawa River. It is popular as a solitary hot spring of Bungaku Valley in the hot spring. Thank you for reading. Please subscribe. I will introduce Japanese culture and sightseeing spots.